Quarantine skincare routine. So guys, while you're at it, there are two types of people in quarantine. One is that who are actually making the best out of it, doing everything that it takes to make their skin glow. Because after the quarantine, it is you who will emerge out as the winner. And of course, there are also some set of people who are letting the stress take over their best, and then doing what they do, watching Netflix, not taking their beauty sleep. So my answer lies there. I would urge all of you to be in the category A, where your sleep is very important, because that is the time of the beauty sleep when your bodily organs, your skin, your hair takes that much of rest. Because if you don't sleep, there is a stress hormone called cortisol which gets released and puts your body in stress. And when your body is in stress, inflammation increases, which can give you hair fall, which can give you acne, which can give you sunken eyes. So your beauty sleep while this quarantine period is on is all the more important. So take in that beauty sleep of at least 7 to 8 hours every day. Apart from that, make sure you give your skin a good detox. Stay away from makeup, and in fact throw away all that old brushes and makeup that have been lying there for ages. Throw away all of that, check the expiry dates, and if you don't need it, if you haven't used it, just throw it away. And this is the time you can follow your skincare routine to the T, be it the morning or the night care routine. And why not to introduce some sheet masking every day, some DIYs that can be good for your skin, or in fact even a mini facial at home. Because not only it's good for your skin, but it also gives you that sense of self-love and that sense of something that you're doing for your own self. So that would be a good idea to include in your skin routine. And while we are at it, your diet has to be checked, because no stress eating or binge eating helps. So while you're binging with Netflix, I know a lot of people who are just eating popcorn or unhealthy snacks, that's not a good idea. So plan your meals here, plan your day ahead. So understand what is that you crave, and then you can look at substituting that with healthier options. Then that all of this encapsulated together with some kind of fitness routine which improves the blood circulation and gives you that post-workout look is also important.
Right.
Because it releases those good hormones, it improves your blood circulation, it's good for your skin, it's good for your hair, it's good for your mood. See, when we talk about diet, a diet has to be individually curated. I don't believe that one particular diet which has been put on the internet or Instagram is good for everyone, because each one of us is different. We all like individual category of foods. But one thing which I have felt is the holy grail is low glycemic index 5, diet which is low in lactose or dairy, and diet which is zero on sugar. These are the three things. If one can curate a diet around it, it's great. So just try to follow these three rules when you're curating a diet. Another thing that I've seen, because all our sleep cycles are going haywire, intermittent fasting really helps. So try to give your body rest of at least 12 hours between your dinner and breakfast, because that 12 hours is the time that your body needs to at least digest and put that food that you have eaten to use. Don't stuff yourself with midnight snacks. Have as much water and green tea at that period of time, but 12 hours of break to your gut is very, very important. So hair DIYs, let's start with that. My favorite, the banana hair DIY. Dried banana with curd, add in some castor oil, and then you can add in the fenugreek powder or hibiscus powder if you have hair fall. Mix it all up together and use it as a hair DIY. Second hair DIY is with rice water. You can use rice water. The boiled rice water can be kept in fridge. Just add in some powder to make it more pasty. If you want to make a hair pack out of it, you can again add fenugreek powder. Even mustard seed powder can be added, and you can even add hibiscus leaf powder to it. So add in all of that, mix it up together, add a little bit of lemon to it to avoid any rice powder residues in your hair, and use it as a hair pack. So these are two of my go-to hair packs. You can even add egg white if you don't mind the smell of it to your hair packs, because it's very rich in protein and it gives a great shine to your hair. So don't hesitate, you can definitely add egg white to your hair packs. Now when we come to face, let me make it very simple. I will give you 3 face packs. One is for, let's say, dull dehydrated skin, one can be for acne, and one can be for anti-aging. So for dull dehydrated skin, I love using rice flour. So rice flour is nothing but regular rice that you can put in a grinder and make flour out of it. So take that powder, about 2 teaspoons of that powder, add a little bit of coconut oil to it, just heat it up a little bit, add coconut oil to it, and then you mix it with a little bit of honey and curd. I love curd in all my DIYs because it has prebiotics and probiotics which are very good to maintain the natural flora of your skin. So this is for the dry dehydrated skin, which is rice flour, curd, honey, and rice flour, curd, honey, and coconut oil. Mix it up all together and apply on your face. Now for acne prone skin. For acne prone skin, I would love to use something which soothes down the skin as well, because in summer, people who have acne, they also have dry irritated skin with it. So use a face pack which has aloe vera. You can add just a pinch of turmeric to it because it is anti-inflammatory. It also soothes the skin down. So very cool aloe vera gel. So take out the gel from your plant, put it in a freezer so that it's nice and cool. To that aloe vera, add a pinch of turmeric and just add just a teaspoon of honey, because honey also has natural antibiotic properties. Mix it up and apply it on your face. This is for acne prone skin. If you have tea tree oil at home, you can also add few drops of tea tree oil to this face pack to make it even more potent. Third would be for anti-aging. For anti-aging, my go-to ingredients are egg and also wine. We all know red wine has resveratrol, which is perfectly antioxidant in nature. How it works, it increases the life expectancy of your cells, thus it makes them live longer, and thus it is anti-aging. So you can mix red wine with cocoa powder, which works beautifully for anti-aging, and it also works beautifully for dry skin. So you can use that. Or if you want to use egg white, you can use egg white with oatmeal. So just put in 1 egg white, 1 or 2 spoons of oatmeal to it, add a little bit of honey, and just a little bit of lemon juice to it, and it's a perfect anti-aging face pack. See, it all starts with what level of skincare routine are you at. So if I see a patient who just washes her face and puts a sunblock, then I would not want her to start exfoliating day 1 or start using retinols day 1. We go step by step. We have to build up the skin. So for, let's say, for a basic patient, most important thing is washing, toning, serum, moisturizing, sunblock, in the same order as I've said. This is the most basic thing. Another things that you can slowly add on to your skincare routine to make it more advanced is your eye cream. Then you start making adding some AHAs and BHAs, which are exfoliators. AHAs are like glycolic acid, BHAs are like salicylic acid. You use glycolic acid more for skin where you just need some resurfacing, while salicylic acid you use for more sebum producing skin, which is more prone to whiteheads and blackheads. And then if you have done all of that is there, then we start adding retinols to it, which come towards the end because they are very tricky to use, and sometimes you go wrong by using retinols because your skin can get irritated. So you need to identify on what level of skincare you are at, rather than straight away following some influencer and starting everything to the T. Go step by step. I will be specific when it comes to oral supplementation for your skin: vitamin C, zinc, vitamin E, evening primrose oil capsule, and glutathione. These are very, very important for good skin health. Of course, if you have any other deficiencies like iron deficiency, anemia, or anything, that will show on your face. Your face can look pale due to anemia. So that comes if you have deficiencies. But generally, to maintain good skin health, you should be having all the vitamins that I suggested. GNC is a great brand, and I think it's very easily available. That is something that you can buy. Let's talk about, say, vitamin C. There are a lot of capsules which are dissolving in the mouth, or there are also fizzy tablets that you can use. And there's vitamin E capsule, all of you know about it. And then what I mentioned was glutathione. There's glutathione companies like Glucell. There's Ethicare glutathione. These are all very easily available in the market. Aging, Mansi, depends both internally and externally. So people age differently. So how one person would look at 20 and how that person would look at 40 would be very different. Sometimes young girls who are just like 20, 22 look more aged with their face than a woman who's coming to my clinic at 40. So it all depends how internally their health is and how externally related they are to smoke, to stresses. So for me, anti-aging should start depending on your skin type. So if your skin is more prone to sun damage, make sure you never skip on your vitamin C serum and your sunblocks. And if you are wanting to introduce anti-aging creams full of peptides, ceramides, amino acids, retinols, then a good idea would be to start at the age of 28-30, because that is the time actually your skin gets more dehydrated. The skin cell cycle becomes more prolonged. So you need your hydration levels to go up. It's called the glass glow skin. So in my clinic, we have a lot of treatments where we work on that glass glow skin. So let me get into little physics of this, Mansi. What is a glass glow skin? Glass glow skin is a perfectly hydrated skin which has no eruptions, because when the light falls on that skin, it gets reflected back and gives that shiny appearance. So to get shiny appearance like a glass glow, what you need is a perfectly hydrated look, which can be achieved with the use of creams. And if you don't have that hydrated look, then definitely treatments like we have GG Glow treatment, we have pink aging treatment, all those things can be done. And then if you have eruptions, if you have scars, you need to get those also treated, because unless you take care of these finer things, that shiny look cannot be achieved. Pores is definitely the core issue for a lot of people. And we all have pores, but for some people they are more visible, while for some people they are not so visible, is due to either their laxity of the skin or how clean are their pores. So it's very important to keep your pores clean. So when I say clean, you have to use exfoliators, you have to use AHAs and BHAs. And then you have to keep your skin more tight. So generally more oil producing skins have more enlarged pores. So use a good pore refiner in your skin routine. Start using a retinol in your skin routine. These things are important. Apart from that, treatments like derma rollers, microneedling RF, and even microneedling RF, derma rollers, and fractional CO2 lasers, if they are very big pores, work beautifully. And if someone has, one treatment that we do in our clinic is for brides to be who don't have so much time but they have pores. We do meso Botox for them, which is like micro infusions of Botox all over the face, and it tightens up the pores and makes your skin like porcelain doll. So it's a beautiful treatment. The results last only for a month, but it's a perfect, quick shortcut treatment to reduce the pore size. The exfoliators would depend on the skin type that you have. There is FCL AHA lotion which has AHA exfoliators. Then there are salicylic acid based exfoliators if you have sebum producing skin. For retinols, you can use Ega, Yuga, Dermaceutic retinol, very easily available in the market. Xenobogy retinol, wrinkle repair, very easily available. So you can choose any of those. So under eye skin is actually very thin. So it is very thin as compared to your face. And with under eye, you face a lot of other issues like lesser oxygenation, which can give that bluish look to the under eye area. Then there are also fine wrinkles. So you need creams which go deeper under the eye. So you need an under eye cream. In fact, people who are very advanced in their skincare routine, they have a different under eye for their morning and night. Even at night, you should definitely put in an under eye cream, because that is the time when you wake up in the morning. Those under eye creams can help relieve puffiness, can help work on those tiny wrinkles, crow's feet that you can get. They can also help in the pigmentation. But having said so, there are no magic wands. They cannot treat those deep set eyes or genetic under eye dark circles that you might be facing. But it's just a good thing that you can yourself do at home to put an under eye cream. Fine lines or laugh lines, which are these nasolabial lines, are lines that come with aging. So if you want to reduce them, definitely at home you can try the facial yoga exercises that a lot of influencers have been posting. But I myself don't feel that can be a permanent result to those deep nasolabial lines. If that troubles you a lot, there are two ways to treat it. One is a non-surgical facelift, which can be done with the help of technologies like Altera, which uses ultrasound energy to lift it up. Another is filler, which uses hyaluronic acid filler to fill in these lines and lift it up. So these are two medically driven treatments that are done in the clinic. And otherwise, there is no shortcut to treat these lines at home. For an oily aging skin, I would want you to use maybe a azelaic acid as a serum. And then a moisturizer, if I have to give you, I would rather suggest a Filorga Time Filler Anti-Aging Cream or a Epic Mature Skin Cream. Both of them are one of my favorites, so definitely you can use them. 7 or even 10 step skincare routine that Koreans follow. So rightfully so, it depends on adding more and more things and locking up and layering up the skin products. You start with a cleanser. Your cleanser can be double cleanser. It can be an oil cleanser and then a foamy cleanser, which makes sure that you remove all the makeup and dirt. If you use a lot of makeup, you can even use the micellar water to remove your pigment makeup, which is even better. So that's then triple cleanse. So triple cleanse followed by a serum, followed by a toner to balance the skin pH, followed by emulsion. So that's an extra step that generally a lot of people don't use. It's slightly thicker than a toner, but lesser than a serum. So what it does, it is also an intermix of a lot of antioxidants, and it helps lock in the moisture level. So after the toner, you use the emulsion, and then you use the serum. After the serum, you use the under eye cream, then you use the moisturizer, and then you use the sunblock. So these are all the steps for the 7-step skincare. That particular lipstick that is causing the pigmentation, because it has something inside which is causing that pigmentation. So that is more important that you have identified it. So now you need to stop it, and you can make a lip scrub at home. Use some brown sugar with coconut oil, add in some facial oil drops to it, and use it as a scrub once or twice in a week. There are no studies as such of using fermented rice water for acne prone skin, but definitely there have been a lot of studies when it comes to aging or just pores. But I don't see anything that can go wrong even if you use it with acne prone skin. But make sure you dilute it, because fermented rice water is very, very concentrated form. So to start with, because it's an experiment that you would be doing with your skin, dilute it and then start by just dabbing it on your skin like a toner, and then removing it after 15-20 minutes. For acne marks, it depends again. There are a lot of types of acne marks, Mansi. There are pigmented marks. There are marks which are like deep holes inside the skin. There are marks which are hypertrophic in their appearance. So for different acne marks, we have different kind of creams. But there is acne scar cream which works beautifully, cicatrix. So if you can get that, you can start applying it. That is meant for scars and not pigmented marks. And if you have pigmentation, you can go for creams like Bioderma White Objective. You can go for Depi White. You can go for FCL Skin Brightening Complex. These are some of the creams that are generally suggested by the doctors. We need to do the blood check, and also stresses can cause premature graying of the hair. So we need to understand if there is any stress. You need to start doing some exercises to improve more blood circulation towards the scalp. These are some things that you need to do. First of all, we need the blood check to be done. Pigmentation during pregnancy on the face is also called the pregnancy mask or chloasma. It is a sort of melasma that can be treated while you're also getting it on your face by using the right creams and sunblocks. So if you're pregnant, make sure you use sunblock and vitamin C serums. And if you have delivered and you still have the pigmentation sustaining on your face, then you need to come and see your doctor, get a prescription depigmentation cream, and take treatments like fuse switch laser, which works beautifully in treating the pigmentation. You know, we doctors are meant to look at the skin and then suggest you. For things like acne, pigmentation, for me to give you any generic advice would be wrong. We need to actually make a bespoke skincare regime for you. So I would suggest, if you have an active issue going on, please book in for a virtual consult so that I can help you more and more.